Over the years, I've worked with a number of technology companies to bring their innovations to market. And one of the things they all are looking for, the nirvana that they're all pursuing, is to be the next disruptive technology. And there's a lot of pressure from the investors who rightly ask, what industry are you disrupting and how big is it? And so each of those companies are feeling the pressure to be very different than anybody else. So last week I was working with one of my technology clients and I started thinking, what about the rest of us? What if we're not in technology? What if we're in other industries? And we still want to have that kind of competitive advantage. In fact, we really want to have an unfair advantage over all of our competition. How do we bring that kind of disruptive thinking to our own businesses? And what happens if we don't happen to be Elon Musk or Steve Jobs? How do we, if we don't have that chip, how do we do it? Well, one of the easy things from the product standpoint is to borrow from other industries and apply it to your own industry. But the other thing, and this is actually a little bit simpler, I think, is to approach your communication in a disruptive way, to be a disruptive communicator. And what I mean by that is you break the gravitational pull, you break the current of the conventional way of doing things. See, the conventional way of communicating is that it is really about data exchange. It's fast, it's accelerating, and it's depersonalized. And you have an opportunity to be a disruptive communicator when you communicate from a place that's very connected, that looks at things from a different perspective, from the perspective of the person that you're communicating with, that it's highly connected, that it honors their point of view. And the other piece of that is how you shift the orientation from being all about your product and your service to instead being about the value that you create. That being, what problem are you solving for them? What aspiration are you helping them achieve? How do you make things easier, better, faster, cheaper for them? And when you shift that orientation, you become a disruptive communicator, because you're going against the conventional thinking. You're going against the current. So when you are positioning your company and what you're speaking, your go-to-market message, are you focused on, here's our product, here are our services, here's how long we've been in business, here's how many offices that we have? Are you focused there? Or are you focused on, here are the problems we know that you have, and here's how we consistently are able to solve those? That's a shift in orientation. And when you make that shift, you are going against gravity, you are going against the conventional approach of things, and you will be a disruptive thinker. So the question for you to answer, are you the disruptor? Or are you the disrupted? Thanks for joining us today. I'll see you next time.